We've already got that part, so you don't need it. Hey there! We're out here on a bike ride today, out in the country here in Ashfield, and while we were out here we decided to do a little bit of foraging. So let me show you what we got. So normally we don't harvest where the 4 R's are, and the 4 R's are roadways, we're on a roadway, right-of-ways like power lines and things, railroads, and residences. There could also be like schools and other buildings that might use pesticides. But since we live in Ashfield, and it's a beautiful country area, and this is a wetland here, this is an absolutely beautiful place to be able to harvest. So we also got some shoots. What's really amazing about these shoots, they're shoots of cattail, and they peel down like this, and you can eat the inner layer. There's an inner core of the shoot that you can eat, and this is all fibrous at the top here, but down here, if I cut this up I could show you, but this is really tender and it just melts in your mouth. So that's a really small window of time for the shoots, but then there's also, right before that, where is it? Here it is. Right before that, there you can pull out these strands, these leaves that are right from the middle of the plant, and the vegetative ones, not the ones with the stalks. And this right here is incredibly tender. I mean, I just have to taste it. It's like no flavor that you've ever experienced. So, these are a short window. Another one with a short window is, you might recognize this as the top of the cattail that you see normally when you're going through and you see the cattail. So this is actually the female end, and the male is up on top. And what happens is the pollen comes off, and you can keep the pollen, and you can use that as a flower substitute. You can kind of use a little bit of regular flour and then also use the pollen of the cattail. But what you can also do with this, when it's in a kind of a younger stage like this, is it almost looks like a corn on the cob here. And you can peel this down and you can steam this and you can eat it. And some people call it kitten on the cob. And so it's a really fantastic wild edible. And as you can see behind me here, there's no shortage. But we also want to harvest responsibly. Well, we have these beautiful white flowers, and these right now, it's the beginning of July, and these right now are blooming. They smell absolutely amazing, and in the fall they have these amazing bluish black berries, and this is called elderberry. And you can use the flowers to make fritters, and they're fantastic. You just want to leave a little bit of stem so you can dip them in and have a little handle. Next we have daylily. So these are fantastic, and you can have the open flowers, which may only blossom for a day, or you also have the buds the next day. So this plant is a really amazing plant. This plant has beautiful, beautiful purplish pink flowers. And in the fall, what our school likes to do, earthwork programs, is we like to harvest the stalks in the fall and make cordage, make rope out of the plant fibers, which is really an incredible experience working with these materials like our ancestors. And so this right here, a lot of people know it for what the monarchs eat. A lot of times the monarchs will as when you steam them and you eat them like broccoli. They're absolutely amazing. Thayer is an amazing forager and wrote a book called The Forager's Harvest. I was fortunate enough to spend a week with Sam when he came out to the eastern United States. And so when he was out here in the Northeast, I was able to spend a week with him. He's just a really phenomenal teacher, and also he has a fantastic book that really goes into incredible depth with foraging. And he's got another book coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. And he also sells wild rice and maple syrup. He's a really phenomenal man. And so these can be steamed and eaten, and they're absolutely amazing. So go ahead, give that a try. So this is Frank with Earthwork Programs, and there's a number of wild edible classes in the area, and also wanted to let you know that we do classes as well, and also we do wilderness living skills, where you learn how to make fire by rubbing sticks together, make cordage by learning about plant fibers and learning how to do an ancient weave, as well as animal tracking and a lot of other really amazing things like carving and making baskets and containers. So come on out and have fun and join us, and we will hopefully see you soon. We're back from our bike ride and enjoying our foraging. The sun has been with us the whole day. It's been really great because it's been raining for weeks. And here's the result. We have some wonderful display of the different foods that we gathered. Here's the daylily, the kitten on the cob here. Whoops. Here's part of it's eaten. I couldn't wait. And here's the core of the cattail shoot. And we have our deep fried elderberry fritters and a little sorrel for, and the milkweed here, and a little sorrel for just a little tart little treat. So, bon appetit.